Okay, so we're going to start with the cloudLibrary app today. Once you get the welcome screen, you'll select your language of preference. Make sure you tap the screen to continue. It was a little confusing at first because you tap the language and then nothing happens. Select your country and your state. And then your library, that's us, Schertz Public Library. Okay, if it's your first time being in here, I would read these different agreements and terms of use before you accept. When it says library card ID, it's asking you for your library card number. You're going to enter the full barcode. And then your PIN or password is usually the last four of your phone number and or whatever password you set it to when in your account online. Oh no, my internet's being slow. Okay, there we go. It's going to give you a brief tutorial if you want it. I'm going to skip it. And you can see right here, I've already been in here, so I've messed with the picture up top. It's me. And then you can see it's got to the right of the picture, it has a little barcode and an arrow. If you hit that, it's going to show you your library card barcode. And you can actually scan this as your library card when in the building. And then you can see what I'm currently reading. Right now you can see it has an arrow on it. That's because I am reading it on another device. But if I want to continue reading it, I can just go ahead and hit that and it's going to download the book for me onto this device. And so it's showing my reading page is different, so I can start reading at that page, and that's what I'm going to do. All right, so you can see down here, holds available for pickup. If I had holds available for pickup, it would tell me that I do, which it does. Yay, JD Rob. Okay, so I have that available for pickup. You see it will expire in 3 days, so I have to borrow it in the next 3 days or I lose it. And then at the very bottom, you're going to see home, which is where we are, your home page. My books, which again is going to be the books that I have out. You can see my history of books that I have already read within the app. And you can see holds and then saved. So any titles that I see that I'm like, oh, that looks cool, I want to read it later, you just go ahead and save it for later. All right, there's the search. Something to know about the search is when it shows featured, it's just showing you some of the titles. So you can see up top it says new adult titles 110, young adult 34, juvenile 33. But if you hit all, it's going to populate all the books that are available to read right now. And that would be 17,566. That's just an adult fiction. If you weren't looking for adult fiction, you could come over here. You can look at teens, and you can see the different genres within teens, kids, the different genres within kids, nonfiction and fiction. There's a lot of good stuff in here. I'm going to pop back to adults, and I'm going to go ahead. You can choose as many different categories as you like. I've chosen the ones that I like. I'm going to save them. And so those are going to be the ones that I'm seeing right now, the different categories that I selected. And then there's plenty. If you look at the different numbers up top, you can see thousands and thousands of books. So, okay, you can see this guy right here, Hex, it has headphones, so that means it's an e-audiobook. You can also filter your choices if you just wanted audio, if you just wanted ebooks up top, where it says enter search keywords. To the right of that, it has a little filter button. And you can see format, ebook, audio book, you can choose, and you can choose what language of the book. There are a couple of different languages in here, primarily English, and then we do have a good amount of Spanish in there as well. And that's going to be just a brief overview on cloudLibrary. So check it out.